Alright, so let's talk about sorted function in Python. And before I start, I really hope you're all safe and you're wearing masks, washing your hands, and keeping your distance, following all the guidelines. So, sorted function in Python is used to sort, as its name suggests, and it's a built-in function, so you don't have to define it, you don't have to write this function, it's already defined. And syntax for this function is sorted. So this is sorted is keyword, okay, and in the brackets or parentheses we have iterable, key, and reverse. Okay, so this is simple syntax for sorted function, and then this function returns a sorted list. So it returns a list. Obviously the elements of the list will be sorted because that's what this function does, but it returns a list, and you can sort a sequence with it or a collection, but the output will be a list. Okay, now let's look at the syntax for sorted function. Syntax for sorted function, as I told you, is iterable, key, and reverse. Now key and reverse are optional, these are elective, so you don't really have to use it. And let's talk about this first parameter. Okay, first parameter is iterable. Okay, so this iterable can be a sequence or a collection, as I told you. Now, what is the difference between a sequence and a collection? Well, as its name suggests, sequence is like it will be in a sequence, so there is going to be an order. Okay, but if it is a collection, there will be no order. For example, a list and a tuple represent a sequence. Dictionary is not a sequence, it is a collection. And what I mean by that is, if you have to, so for example, let's say you have a list, okay, right? So this is a list 1 2 3. Now it's a sequence, so you can refer to its elements in a sequential order. This would be the first element, second, and third element. Okay, I really hope it's not, I'm not sure if you can hear the background noise. Okay, it's raining outside, so sorry for the background noise. Well, I actually enjoy raindrops falling. Anyhow, I don't think it is disturbing. Okay, so 1 2 3, that's a list. Now if we are talking about collections, so dictionary is a collection. In a dictionary, as you know, elements in a dictionary are in the form of key value pair. So for example, one could be your key and then one could be the data, two could be key and then maybe R is data, and then 3 could be your key and maybe 7 is your value, right? Now in dictionary is a collection. There is no sequential order. Why is that? It's because I don't have to use 1, 2, 3. I can even say 6 here. Okay, so every time I write 6, every time I want to access R, I have to first refer to the key. Okay, to access this value, I have to refer to this key, 6. Okay, so there is no order, right? I can't say that this is first element of dictionary, this is second element of dictionary. No, I have to refer to that specific key. Okay, and when you actually try to print a dictionary, you can check video on dictionary. If you actually try to print a dictionary, the order of key value pair would be completely different. Okay, it's not going to be 1, 6, 3. It can be totally different. So it's a collection. Okay, I hope it's clear what is a sequence and a collection. If it's still not clear, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so arrayable can be a sequence or a collection. It can be a number or numbers. It can be numbers or alphabets, but it can't be alphanumeric. It can be either 1, 2, 3 or some random integer values, basically numbers, or it can be alphabets or a string, but it can't be alphanumeric value. Okay, so that is iterable, right? Then we have key. So key and reverse are optional, and these parameters are optional. These are optional parameters. So what is key? Key is used to decide the order of execution. So usually if you are using sorted function, you will get a sorted list, right? And the elements will be either in ascending order or in descending order, right? But if you want something other than that, then you can use key. Key is actually a function. Okay, so you can define a function here, and then this list will start behaving like that. So if you want to check, you can check callbacks video. In that video, I guess, yeah, I've used sorted function, right, to explain a little bit about callbacks, right? And default value for key is none. Then we have reverse, again optional parameter, and its value is Boolean value, so could be either true or false, and it's used to decide the order, either could be ascension or descension, and its default value is false. So if I am not using reverse parameter, the sorted list elements will be in ascending order. So if I want that elements should be in descending order, I would just write reverse equals to false. Okay, if you want the list, your value, your output to be in descending order, you can use sorted, name of the iterable variable, right? And then reverse equals to true. I'm sorry, did I say false? No, if you want the output to be in descending order, you would write sorted, name of the iterable, and reverse equals to true. Okay, output would be in descending order. Okay, now let's work on some examples. Okay, so for example, let's say we have, so I'm going to take a tuple first. So let's say values are 9, 21 and 3 and sorted A. So as I said, default value is ascending order, so 3, 9, 21, and you should also remember that tuples are immutable, so you cannot actually change the value of a tuple. So if I try to print A here, value will be 9, 21, 3. Okay, because tuples are immutable. If you really wanna change the values, you have to first change the data structure. Okay. Okay, another example will be, okay, let's take a list. So we have A, C, and B, let's say. Okay, sorted B, A, B, C. All right, now I'm going to take a string. Okay, program sorted C. So ASCII values will be used here, right? And another example could be, okay, yes. So for example, if I have something like, so like I told you, you can't use alphanumerics. Why is that? Because there is no such value as alphanumeric, right? You will get a syntax error. If you use a string, so you have to use these double or triple quotes or single quotes. Then you can obviously write it something like this. So let's say 6J, something like this. Now if I try to sort it, okay. So that's how it works. And what else? Key function, right? So for key function, so let's say I have this list 3, 2, 8, 5, 7, 11. Okay, I'm going to explain how this is going to work. So let's see. Let me write my list here. So here I'm going to write my original list. So it's going to be 3, 2, 8, 5, 7, 11, right? We're going to sort it using key function. Now, if I want to sort this list without any other function, this is going to be the output 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 and 11, so in ascending order. Now if I want to use another function, this list will be sorted according to that function, because that's what a key does, right? Key decides the order of execution. So let's say I want that before this list is actually sorted, I want to divide each element. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use 2 and we are going to get a modulus, and accordingly we will sort this list. Okay, so I first need to have a function. So let's say D, E, F, F, U and C. You can give any random name, and let's say I am going to put I here, and so we are going to return I modulus 2. Okay, now we need to call this function inside key. So sorted, name of its variable would be E, then I have key and function is func. Now this is going to be the output 2, 8, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Now let's see how do we find that? This is your original list, right? And before we actually sort it, every element is going to be, we are dividing every element by 2 and then we are checking the modulus. So if you are using a division operator, it does not count the remainder. If you are using modulus, it works with remainder. Okay, so what's going to be the output? First element is 2, unsorted list, right? 3. So 3 divided by 2. So 3 modulus 2, it's going to be 1. Then 2 modulus 2, it's going to be 0. 8 modulus 2, 2, 4, 0. 5 modulus 2, it's going to be 3. 7 modulus 2, 2, 3, 1. Then 11 modulus 2, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so this is the result because we have to apply key function first. Key function is deciding the order of execution here. So final output becomes 2, 8, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Right? How? Now after the execution of key function, this is the list that we're getting. Now instead of performing sorted function on this original list, we're going to perform sorted function on this list. Okay, so if we had no key function, sorted function will sort elements of E. Now since we have key function, so first this key function will be applied on this list or whatever iterable we have here. So this function will be applied on this. In this case, key function is going to be applied on E and the output will be sorted, right? So this is how it's working, like from right to left. So first execute key function, get the output, execute key function using iterable, get the output and then sort it. Okay, so we have to sort this. Now, like I said, we are not using reverse. So by default, it will be ascending order. So accordingly, we are going to have 0, 0 first, right? And 0, 0 is associated with 2 and 8. So we're going to have 2 and 8. Then we will have 1 associates with 3 and then these ones 7 and 11. Okay, and then we have 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 5. No, so we'll have 0, 0. So that's 2 and 8. Then we'll have 1, 1 and 1. Wait a minute. This is 3, 2, 8, 5, 7 and 11. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be 2, 8, 3. Then we'll have 5 here, 7 and 11. You know, we are going to take corresponding elements. Okay, because 0, 0 is the output when we were working with 2 and 8. Okay, and then you have to work with all other elements like that. And this is it for sorted function. In the next video, we're going to create a program to check if given strings are anagram or not. And after that, we're also going to work with palindromes. Okay, so this is it for this video. If you have any doubts, feel free to post them in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like it if you find it helpful. Take care. Okay, so just a little correction. Actually, this is not 3. This is going to be 1. 5 modulus 2. So yes, it's going to be 1 here because we're checking remainders, we're using modulus operator. I kind of flipped. I felt like it's we are subtracting, and 5 minus 2, I don't know what went there, but yeah, it's going to be 1 0 0 1 1 1, and so the output is going to be 0 0, because I mean, see, 3 modulus 2 1, 2 modulus 2 0, 8 modulus 2, 2 4s are 8 0, 5 modulus 2, 2 to the 4, it's going to be 1. So 3 modulus 2 1, 11 modulus 2 1, right? And so when we are deciding the ascending order, so it's going to be 0 0 associated with 2 and 8, then 1 1 1 1. So 3, this one is associated with 5, and then 7 and 11. And at the end actually, I could recall that this is 1, but I forgot to I didn't correct it there, so just make this layer correction. Okay,